Mm, 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 mm. We back, baby. Woo! I know it's been a minute, y'all. Welcome again. It is I. Turn the music on. Your gracious host, King Crowder, back again with another edition of Live on Sunday. Let me turn a little bit of vibes on low for us. Man, it's so good to be back, y'all. The hiatus has been good. It's been good for me mentally. And I think one thing that I had to do early on was kind of reset myself, right? Did not know I ain't took a vacation since 2022. So I'm really on that end part where I'm really feeling a little bit tired. I'm still focused at the same time. So I'm getting to that point where I got a vacation coming up where I'm gonna go see my folks, man, because I ain't been in VA in about 2-3 years now. So I'm really excited about that. As long as me writing, trying to be a better man, setting up future events with the group and stuff we got going on, working, trying to do multiple things and seeing the fruits of my labor. So I apologize for that delay, my peoples, and I just want to tell y'all I missed y'all, and it's so good to be back. But let's dive in with some quick notes and updates, man. Number one, if you did not know, your boy got in a car accident. Lord have mercy. It wasn't me driving, man. It was with me and my dog Adonis. We was out in these streets of Houston, y'all. And when we got in a car accident, it wasn't the accident so much that caught me off guard, y'all, because, you know, you see fender benders and everything all the time. What caught me off guard, y'all, when I got in that accident, did y'all know y'all Apple Watch, if you got one, call the police for you? The Apple Watch called the police, told them my heart rate, told them what street I was on, told them where I was, my breathing condition, everything. So when you go and get these updates from the hospitals, y'all, and you sign off on these records and these police forms, you need to know what you're looking at. Because I got all that done, y'all, and I was like really thrown off because the people at the hospital, you know, they come and check on you, the EMTs. When they came to service me, the first thing they let me aware of was, did you know when your heart rate spikes, if you've been shot, heart attack, stroke, whenever your heart rate spikes and your Apple Watch recorded, they will notify the police. In real time, y'all, we got in an accident, airbag deployed, we were straight, fender bender, girl ran a red light, right? But what caught me off guard so quickly was that when all of that happened, man, it was like I was still in the daze, right? Daze, still feeling confused, don't know what happened. Literally, the police knew where we were, saw us where we were in real time, and came to the rescue. Now, that is a positive side to it. But at the same time, you know how my mind worked. It let me know eyes and all them big brother conspiracy may not be crazy, y'all. Remind you, I understand I'm in a metropolitan city. I understand we in Houston flexing. I get it. But to see all that happen that quick, y'all, it was eye-opening to me. It let me know that we are all have to be mindful when you sign off for things, when you agree for documentation, when you agree to watch and scroll. Things can happen, and you may not even know how some of these devices work. Again, got in an accident, didn't even know that the Apple Watch could call somebody without your approval. Mind you, they knew how to call my cell phone. They called my cell phone. I'm dazed trying to talk to the people. They knew my cell phone number. They knew how to get my voicemail. They knew to contact my... Bruh, eye-opening experience. All it let me know in real time is that we are around and doing things, and we have no idea how some of this stuff will progress. Again, I know I'm a millennial. Some people say a little bit of an old head in certain things, but I didn't know stuff like it can happen, y'all. So if you got an Apple Watch, if you got an iPhone, if you got any of that type of technology, when you get in an accident, they will notify the police. When they hears a shooting, they will notify the police. When your blood rate and heart rate spikes, they will notify the police. I want you to know that device has the capability to do that. I want you to be aware of these things happening, and in real time, without your approval, they can come see you. Let's go ahead and catch up on the local news, y'all. Let's chop in. Did y'all see your boy Justin Fields got traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers today? I'm a sports guy. If you did not know, I love to talk sports, relationship, and politics, and current topics. Justin Fields actually got traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Russell Wilson on the clock. I hate to say it, y'all. Russell Wilson may be the starting quarterback for this year, But if he don't achieve and hit them pinpoints like he was supposed to, the Steelers may have a top pick going into next year. I know my Cowboys ain't make no moves. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if we ready to tear it down, build it up. I don't know if Jerry Jones fell asleep at the wheel. All I know right now is Cowboy Nation, I don't know how to feel. I don't. We cut Van Der Esch. He had some neck concerns and he failed the physical. I get it. We cut Michael Gallup. He's been hurt for the past 3 years. I get it. But I'm not in the scouting department. I'm not in the scouting room. I don't know what we're doing. I don't. Tony Pollard was gone. Who was our running back? Maybe they have better foresight than we see. But right now, if we ain't seen from last year, Dak ain't the answer. If Dak is now in the hot seat, if we don't begin to move on from him and get Trey Lance or draft somebody, I don't know what we're doing. I get it that Jerry Jones is winning this business. I get it that I am a diehard Cowboys fan. But I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not motivated for this year. I'm not. The organization right now is falling to that resting on his laurels phase. Right now, Jerry Jones is turning to Al Davis in front of our eyes. Just win, baby. Al Davis had his good days. But I'm going to tell everybody in Cowboys Nation, Jerry Jones needs to be removed from the circle of influence. The kids need to get him up out of there. Because right now, we are seeing a decline. There has not been no talk about it. We know what Dak Prescott is. We know what the team could produce. We know what the expectation was. Last year it underachieved. Yes, we got some dogs at receiver. Yes, CD. Yes, Micah. I love those guys. But right now we see Jordan Love ain't stopping, baby. Can't stop, won't stop. Jalen Hurts is going to have a bounce back year. How are we going to compete? As Cowboy fans, we got to ask the questions. Is Jerry Jones not know what he's doing right now? I think it's time to hire a real GM. I think Jerry got some things in his personal life with his side baby. You ain't heard from me going on that he got to figure out. And I understand it. The man is up in age. The Cowboys Nation, we need to stop being peaceful. I vocally said it. I might not watch a lot of games like I normally do. If it's going to be that, the same run and gun show, if it ain't going to be no mass changes, I, as a consumer, as a fan, as a loyal supporter, I'm pulling it away. Ain't no hope. Good, bad, or indifferent, I don't know what moves could be made. Because the Bears going to be better. If they get Caleb Williams, the Packers going to be better. Eagles going to be better. The Giants still going to be trash. But we get what I'm saying. I just don't know what could be done. And as an NFL fan, I'm nervous. As an NBA fan, LeBron James is the GOAT. Love, hate, like, nobody wants to give that man credit, even though he's going through what he's going through. He's the GOAT on and off the court. He better than Mike, y'all. I know Michael Jordan has a shoe. I know he's more mythical, but we got to keep it real for a second. He's better. And I'm going to tell you why he's better. He's better at pass. He's a better offensive player. He can't score better. He passes better. Offensive awareness, offensive rebounding, better all-around defender, offensive cue. Everything LeBron is better at. Everything. He has more points. What is he not better at? Mike got 6 rings. So is it the ring argument or is it the who's a better player argument? Because in my opinion, it's Gold James. I know what I'm watching every night. Year 21, averaging a 30-piece, 27. I mean, it's not that I'm just amazed by how good he is. It's the longevity of it. You know, as a person that's consistent, I know how hard it is to be consistent, man. And to be consistently great. Do y'all realize how hard that is? Do y'all realize the sacrifices this man got to make mentally, emotionally, spiritually, body, himself, whatever? LeBron has to make sacrifices that we cannot even mentally understand, y'all. I watch the brother. I watch how he produces. I watch the growth and the progression. You know the one thing I love about being a man the most, y'all? Talking don't mean nothing. I love talking to other guys tell me what they gonna do. I don't never listen to your words. As a man, I watch your actions. As a man, you gotta show, baby. As a man, your results matter. All brothers that love to do that talking, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna watch and see if you do it. I might not say nothing, but I'm watching. I'm watching to see if you're gonna read and do what you say you're gonna do. I'm watching to see how you follow up and you go see that person when you say you're gonna do it. Because as a man, in the man world, you don't get credit for talking, baby. You get credit from results. I was raised by a blue-collar father. Shout out to my pops. A man is judged by his actions, not by his words. Don't listen to nothing that man do, son. Watch what he do. Watch him. And I want to encourage all young man, older man, any man in what phase you are in life, baby. Don't listen to what no God tell you. I don't. I don't listen to nothing that God tells me. What you doing? I'm watching the fruits of your labor. Better yet, I'm listening to what other people say about you. I'm not listening to the haters. You know, you gotta have 10% people that talk bad. That's normal. But if it's half, if everybody say you scamming, you scamming. If everybody say you ain't a good person, you ain't a good person, girl. If everybody say you lie, you a liar. Now, if people say you a good person, you try, you do work. Okay. If people stand by you and stand on your word as a man and what progressions you're making, okay. I'm watching that. Because in the man world, you got to understand what you do translates, baby. And I know that's not fun, and I know that's not sexy to hear, but it's true. Men are judged by results, not by words. Women can give you their words and it means something, but to us, it means nothing. And I think that's a lot of the big shift mentally. Just talking to my dog Britton earlier, right? Talking to one of my homeboys. He mentioned to me about sometimes he always noticed people that do a lot of things, people that talk a lot. And it warms my heart when I get be one of those people that do a lot. Because that's what I want to be at, y'all. I don't want to be a man that talks a lot. I want to be a man that shows what he's doing a lot. And that's why I really get inspired from. I don't get inspired by you telling me and you talking me to death. And I get inspired by showing you with my effort. Because when I show you, I ain't got to say nothing. Moving on, man. The reason why I love that greatness topic is because you can see LeBron and what he's working on. I can see how his kids revere him. I can see how his wife and him have a good relationship. I can see with my two eyes what's going on. A lot of people always say, I'm seeing, but are you actually seeing it in real time? Or are you just commentary? Because your wife gonna tell us. Your kids gonna tell us. Your cousins gonna tell us. The people you co-workers and around us gonna tell us. So you ain't gotta show me nothing. Moving on to what's going on in current news too, y'all. Did y'all see that boy Kyrie Irving? Even though I'm not a Kyrie fan on the court, love the brother off the court. On the court, I think he's limited. I think he's flashy, but he does not really a winning player when time comes around. Hate me if you want. I think Kyrie is a great and one player, but nobody can take away the brother's talent. Nobody can take away his tenacity, and nobody can take away his belief system. Kyrie off the court, I love. I love that he stands on his belief systems. I love that he stands on his principles. And I love that he is a great person that has support. He a made man. If y'all don't know in real time, Kyrie Irving is who we wanted Michael Jordan to be. You heard it from me. Kyrie Irving stands up for people that don't have the voice and even puts himself in compromising situations. You ain't got to like Kyrie, but you got to respect him. And that shot he hit over Yoke with the offhand at the free throw line, phenomenal. The brother is in the head and shoulders above a lot of people. I ain't got nothing negative to say about that. Kyrie is who Kyrie is. You can hate him. You can love him. You can talk crap about the brother. But one thing you cannot do is deny his talent. His talent level is undisputed. And as we go into different talent levels, I want to show you my own resume and what our talent level is. Right now, I'm about to share the screen to the Instagram page of the Brothers Meetup in Houston, y'all. The reason why I think this is important, a lot of the times when we talk about black men, we always talk about us in an isolated form, right? Yes, the group is small. Yes, we just started. But one thing I love to do and I want to show people is that we are not outnumbered, y'all. I love that Malcolm X quote. What we do as brothers in Houston, I want every city to have the same exact thing, is that men need to have their own rooms. Men need to have their own place where they can talk, they can be, they can fellowship, they can laugh, they can speak uncandidly about today's events, what the frustration points are, and how life is currently treating them. Brothers, you deserve your spot. Even though ours is in Houston because we reside in Houston, I can see this thing being bigger than what it is now. The reason why I say that is because you need a place, a space for you to speak to. What I mean about speak your feelings, speak your heart, and most importantly, talk about your problems and your issues and how the ways to solve them. We are not supposed to be talking to our wives about our problem, y'all. Your girlfriends, your ladies. Nobody taught us that. You're supposed to talk to your group of friends about them. You need to have your own circle. We started ours in Houston. Hopefully we can branch it off to every state, every category, where black men can have a place to fellowship and support each other often. I wanted to show that. That's part of the work I'm talking about. We have over 250 members strong, going to 300. We have brothers that meet up twice a month, do an active event. We got a political rally coming. We got other social commentary. We got Founders Day. We got a lot of different things we're working on. Why do I say that's important? Again, showing your work, not talking. What are you doing? Are you a man's man? Do other men respect you? Are you a leader? Do you talk? Do you back up what you're going to say? Because when you do those type of things, I ain't got to say it, baby. The results going to show you. The results are going to tell you what's going on, what's happening, who supports you, who love you. And then one reason why I think that's a big deal, y'all, if y'all don't know, I love TikTok. Don't tell me why. Never thought I would. Wife put me on it, but I do. I love the platform. And what I love to do is that when I see things that are really game changing, I love to break down these different subjects. So as I love the funny stuff too, right? Which I do. You know I love that stuff. I also love the very transformative things. So what I want to do next is fair use, is show you a lady that talks about the things we discussed in the group. And what we discussed is current expectations in the dating world. Right? So I want right now for y'all to watch this video of how expectation was good, Nate Dogg. I want y'all right now to see current expectations and how the video go. And the reason why I want y'all to watch this, hey everybody, I want y'all to see real time how these videos go. So let's watch together. And we're gonna go ahead and break down this video, all right? Where is it at? I'm getting to show y'all. Hold on. There you go.
Like you are literally obsessed to the point that it detaches you guys from reality. Think about it, guys. If you're constantly watching videos of girls saying, oh, I don't want a broke man, like if he loves me, he's going to buy me Chanel, do you not think that it would automatically make you value money less because you think that it falls from trees? Because the way that they're saying it, it's like it's so easy to get a Chanel bag. That's why you come to reality and you demand Chanel bags from men. And what these girls like to do is that they like to defend themselves and say, oh no, I have my own money, like I work hard for my money. But if you think about it, people that actually work hard for their money would never just unprovoked say a person that can't afford a Louis Vuitton is broke. When you actually work for your money, you're able to sympathize with the next person and be like, yo, this person can afford a car. I know what it takes to get a car. There's credit, there's banks, there's interest, there's insurance. The fact that you have a car says a lot about how you're doing well in life. Also, what this lifestyle content does, it distorts the definition of love.
And I want to say what she said just now, y'all. Let me dive into that. Do y'all know how many times I have an older car? My first car I ever bought, y'all. I still have it. It's almost 10 years old. Rides good. I'm going to ride that thing till the wheels fall off. Do you know how many times I have a conversation with people asking me about upgrading my car, which I own, to try to get a newer car when you see the interest rates and current payment for cars right now? Mind you, these same people that have conversations with me about having their cars, A, do not make as much money as me. B, do not have the support system that I have. And C, I know are struggling. What she's speaking about, the I need more money, I need newer things, is so strong, y'all. And I don't think people understand. Maybe I come from a little bit humble, a beginning process. My family and them tried their best and we worked hard to. I know what it's like to not have a car. I know what it's like to struggle. So if you have that, how can I disrespect you when I know what it takes to get it? And I think she hits it on the head so much, y'all, because we literally disrespect people by saying you don't have something when you know how hard it takes to get it and maintain it. Think about that for a second. If somebody cannot do an exorbitant amount for you as a person, man or woman, you will disrespect them because you don't even know what it's like not to have. I know what it's like not to have a car, y'all. I know what it's like. I rode the bus for dang near 10 years. Maybe not that long. I exaggerated with some, but I rode the bus for a long time. I know what it's like to go out to the bus and have to wait rain, sleet, snow, shine. I know what it's like to have to sit out there when it's cold. I know what it's like. So how can I disrespect anyone that does not have a car? Better yet, whose car is messed up. So that hit me deep because I meet people who I know don't have as much money in their bank account than I do, who I know that do not have the resources, that do not have the discretionary income, who do not have over 5K right now, who say that to me. And all I do is I'm fascinated. I'm truly fascinated. Number one, the ego. Number two, the outright mitigated gall. And number three, you disrespect people without even realizing what they're going through. You do. Let me keep playing the video.
And what love is in a relationship. Love is a doing word, it's an action. It's not a price tag of whether you bought a Louis Vuitton bag or a Mr. Price bag. Guys, do you understand how nice it is to know that a man earns 2,000 Rand? He has to pay for a car, his apartment, send money home, groceries, and then at the end of the day, still buy you a bag from legit because you asked for it. That willingness to buy you something that you ask for, regardless of his responsibilities, is what real love is. And that willingness, guys, is something that money will never buy, and you can never put a price tag on it. When your man is taking you out on a date, it's not that there's money laying around and he has nothing to do with it. There's a lot of sacrifice that goes into it. And that's what you guys don't understand. That willingness to adjust things and to make little sacrifices just so that you can be happy is where the real love is, not whether the restaurant is Starbucks or McDonald's. If you really understood the value of money and how life actually...
I want to pause it right there, y'all. Do you realize that my mother and father provided the best life for me they could? They weren't rich, they weren't wealthy, they weren't affluent families. When we use the words protect and provide, we never break down what those words mean. Provide means provides leadership, provides guidance, provides structure, provides order. The only provision that we mention is money. In this environment that we live in, my father, who I idolize, for being a great man for what he tried to do, he could not date in this current climate. He would not make enough money to have a girlfriend. Forget that he provided every other thing. Based on his resources alone, he would not be as economically attractive in this current environment that we have. And to me, as someone that was raised and has brothers and has many friends that do not make it, I find that, I want to say the word crazy, but I'm going to say the word fascinating. It's fascinating. Think about it. Men that we know can be leaders and fathers to communities that we've seen cannot date. My father, who produced me, that I'm just a better version of him. I don't think I am, but he says that. He could not date. Think about that for a second. If you do not have that, you can't date in today's climate. I find that fascinating.
Works, you wouldn't make it your personality online to demand things from men. Every day it's, I want a man that's gonna buy me this and do this for me. Are you not tired? You will never see girls that understand what it is to work for your money do that, because they know that, hey, those things that you're demanding, they are not easy. Instead, what they do is they appreciate the men in their lives and what they do for them, no matter if it's little or it's big, but you appreciate it because you understand. Also, these girls are very smart. They know that they can never get commitment and love from these men. They can only just get money. So what they do is they pervert the idea of love so that you can think that they're being loved and you can want what they have. What's really tied for you guys is sense of reality and common sense. That's it. You know, I think the real enemy here is lifestyle.
Man, Nate Dogg, shout out to Nate Dogg with a fury of comments. Nate Dogg said, I remember women would be attracted to men because they were cute. Now it's about the money. Nate, for the 3, Steph Curry with the shot. Boy, he ain't lying. I remember that too. I remember when you had to have a social norm, a social complex to even date. Now it's money. But what people don't realize is that if I have money, will I get everything else? Because if I have money that qualifies for you, then I have money that qualifies for a lot of the women. And the reason why that is such a powerful statement, y'all, is that we don't realize how that will have a long-term effect on us. And so what comes about in this next video I'm going to show you is an older black lady. Remind me of my mom, y'all. But one thing she spoke about before it got to plan, oh no, not that one. One thing that she spoke about that was very powerful was that you can get a relationship, but how do you maintain it? How do you maintain that relationship? Because with most now, man, is the competition is fierce for them. I'm trying to get the video low, y'all, as I'm talking. The competition is fierce. And if you try to get out here and date, or you are a single woman, boy, you better learn how to appreciate them. Boy, you better learn how to listen. Break it down.
I'm going to say this and then I ain't going to say nothing else. Look here. If you are a woman who's got yourself a good man, and you that same woman that's taking that good man for granted, oh, child, I mean, you doing everything you think you big and bad enough to do. I mean, you out there carrying on because you know you got his heart. Let me tell you something, baby. I'm going to tell you, don't you make the mistake of getting out of his heart or losing his heart. Because if you do, you ain't getting them back. You ain't getting them back. Once a man is done with you, he done with you. It ain't like a woman. See, we allow you to come back. But once a man is done with you, he all the way done. Baby, I'm going to tell you something.
And I'm going to tell you why this is so much facts, y'all. I can name so many brothers that have had relationships and they've been dogged one time, and that's it. Once you dog that man, ladies, and he realized his worth and how he is, relationship done. It's over with. You can never get back what you once had. I'm going to let her keep cooking.
If you got yourself a good man, you better behave yourself. Y'all here with your chest stuck out, thinking you got it going on. See, and I'm going to tell you something. Single women, it's a whole lot of us out here. I mean, it's millions of women out here that's got it going on. got their own car, got their own homes, look good, smell good, work hard, do all the things they need to do. Honey, they got it going on. You hear me? Let me tell you something. We don't like y'all. We don't like women who got good men and don't know how to treat them right and take them for granted. We don't like y'all. See, because it's almost to us like wasting food, wasting a real good meal. See, that's what it's like to us. And let me tell you something. It's a problem. It's a problem because you are blessed to have yourself somebody that loves you, that wants to be with you, that wants to do things with you, that tells you he loves you, that's by your side, baby. When you got that, let me tell you something. You are blessed. Don't you take that for granted. Don't you take that for granted and be out here carrying on with your chest stuck out because you know you got his heart. I can promise you, you ever lose his heart, you in trouble because you will never get back in his heart again, huh? And it'll be some wonderful woman out here just waiting for herself a good man like the one you take it for granted. And I'm going to tell you something, she going to get him. And when she get him, she going to treat him right. And he ain't never going to look your way. You understand me? So if you got a good one, I'm telling you right now, behave yourself. Behave yourself. Thank God. I ain't saying that as long as you a good woman too, hey, all that's good. All that's then. I ain't talking to you. But if you that little thing out here that's showing off and halfway giving them loving and divvying your loving out to them and this, that, and the other, halfway giving them the attention, halfway cleaning the house, halfway fixing food, and I ain't saying that that's just a woman's job. I'm just saying if you are not being a partner, I know, I'm going to tell you right now, I know somebody who will. I know some women out here who will. So get your act together. I'm going to tell you something because you are blessed if you got a man that loves you and is good to you. You understand me? Have an amazing day.
And I loved how she hit it with both of them, y'all. A lot of the time you'll hear women do the same thing. I'm not disagreeing with that statement. But one thing we don't emphasize enough, and remember, I'm a brother. We don't emphasize that brothers need that love and that affirmation too. If you are in a relationship, good, bad, or indifferent, if I'm sad, if I'm tired, I still got to make sure my baby's straight. I got to do that. When I said I was going to take up that agreement, you got to remember moments like that. And me living down here, y'all, it's 11-1. Let me say it again. Living in Houston, Texas, for every one man, it's about 11 women. For real. I know in most cities it's different, or it depends on where you live in. Atlanta, it's worse, where it's like 21-1. So you got to realize that if y'all have a bond formed, ladies, you got to appreciate that. Because as a man, if you got your money right and you older and you a guy that's in this, man, why would they settle down? Why would they? I know we try to shame them, but that's not. I'm keeping it real. If they are above average, brother, they got their game tight, man, I don't blame them. I'm not mad at them one bit. I know we can try to shame them, talk bad, man. They need to grow up. They need to mature, bro. Keep living. Keep having fun. Keep living your mother life. I'm telling you right now. Because if not, you're going to have to deal with stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you this right here is the product of it. So got another good video for y'all cooking up, y'all.
Who got daddies seem a little bit more cooler, a little bit more collected than the niggas who cute like they mamas.
How do we move towards a place where black men aren't so emotional?
You can't. You can't, homie, because the only way you can not be emotional is you have to have a father who teaches you and trains your emotion. Other than that, your mama, you have to be emotional because that's the only time your mother whoops you. You got no spankings when your mother was calm and not emotional. So that's why you're emotional. You were disciplined with emotions. You weren't disciplined with logical rules to follow. You can't undo this.
And I see that so much, y'all. As a brother, as I get older, my dad was very harsh on us. He made us work. He made us get up. Whenever I meet dudes that are in relationship and don't know how to process their emotions, I'm sympathetic to them, number one. I'm understanding to them, number two. But number three, I also tell them they got to do the work. You have to go through a process where you unlearn those negative habits, brothers. If you were raised by your mom, she may have tried, and I'm never going to discredit her for trying. But in your manhood journey, you got to try differently. Because the way you operate right there with your emotions, gonna get you killed. Gonna get you hurt. Gonna make you lose business dealings. Gonna make brothers like me not want to be around you. The last thing I want to be around is emotional man. Emotional man make irrational decisions. They dangerous. An emotional man for somebody like me that's driven, that's entrepreneurial spirit, that's trying to be focused, that's trying to double his income, that's trying to do better, that's trying to build a family. I can't be around no man and move with his emotions. You dangerous to me, bro. You are. You're dangerous to me because I can't show how your actions gonna be. And you are irrational. And I'm not saying I don't love you, but what I'm saying is that I gotta watch myself around you. I do. And I know that's uncomfortable to hear, but I think that's the biggest disconnect is that men that are focusing solely on their purpose can't be around men that are not. Y'all dangerous. Lord, hold on. Let me play another video to document something else with it, y'all. And this is really interesting. You know, I love hearing disrespect. I mean, perspective and different comments, right? So, what I also found out to y'all, I'm gonna play a random video about Dick Gregory. Some people don't like his tone, but I love his message.
Hope you gonna pay your goddamn rent. Hope your car work. Come on, man, ain't no bullshit.
I'm just saying. I think a lot of people are being brainwashed.
It ain't got nothing to do with them. In here, if you say I'd like to go to Paris.
Let me respond to my boy Nate Dogg's comment. No, you should not open up to your woman about everything. No, you should not talk to your woman about your problems. No, all of your problems, all of your discussions between your homeboys, brother. All of your conversations should be between men. You should not be coming to your lady about your problems. You have to stay in your masculine frame. That is why men need villages. You don't talk to your lady about your problems, y'all. You don't talk to your lady about your intimate issues. You talk to your fellas about it. We ain't gonna judge you. We're gonna offer you criticism that you need, and we're gonna push you forward. Women are emotional vulnerability. They're meant to inspire us. They are not meant to teach, help, and guide us. You need your homeboys for that. I don't care what they tell you. You should not be relying on your woman for her problems. Keep her in her helpful role. Keep your woman happy, stress-free, and in love. Your job is to keep a helpful and supportive environment. Talk to your boys. Never to your lady about your problem. My opinion.
This year, but I can't afford. You just told 75 trillion cells to see to you don't get to Paris. Huh? That's who you are. And when you find that out, huh? When you find that out, when they told me I had the worst cancer you can find, huh? I told my son, Doc, I said, don't show that to you, because after your sister did it. And I gave her the report. Could they do this? And she said, you better get out of here. I ain't going nowhere. I know I'm not going nowhere. If you hope don't work. You never heard no rich, powerful motherfucker say hope. Hope I win the war for the fool. The real folks know they're going to win the war before they start, except they don't count in the universe. Hope you gonna pay your goddamn rent.
And I want people to remember that.
Your car.
As a man, I love that message about Dick Gregory, y'all. Because as a man, we can't rely on hope, y'all. Let me go back to what I was originally saying. Men are judged differently. We're judged more harshly. We're judged on a harder scale. Men are not given an understanding chart. Men are not given the grace. We got to be ready. Men got to show and prove. Men got to do and produce. Men cannot live by that hope algorithm. Men cannot say, I hope things get better. We got to figure it out. We got to learn. We got to do. We got to show. And we got to prove. Let's keep it going, y'all. Let's keep it going. Anything I see that are very productive and very in conversation, I love to have it, y'all. So let me go ahead and share another one. This one was kind of interesting to me. If you're in the business world, you know about write-offs.
I want to be an influencer. I want to get PR. I want to get free stuff. No, you do not. No, you do not. Exhibit A. This is a 1099 that I got in the mail yesterday from an agency that has been managing my biggest collaboration that I had last year. If you're not familiar, 1099 is a non-employee compensation form for your taxes where they say how much they paid you for the year, and then you have to go and pay self-employment taxes. You know what this says? $63,000. Spoiler, I did not make $63,000 from this collaboration anywhere near it. I didn't even make half of that in all my social media income.
I want you to remember this, y'all. People don't think about that companies, when they employ you or give you discounts, they're giving a tax write-off on incentives. So what she's speaking about, let's go to the business side of the level. They gave her a write-off of gifts and retail merchandise that they priced at $63,000. Now that she has been priced at that level, that is called taxable income. So think about it. They gave you a deal. You thought it was free, but they were actually giving you some of their write-off discounts you didn't know about.
Income last year. As an influencer, gifts and PR can be reported as compensation by the company to the IRS. I got a ton of PR from this company last year. Some bands were spent on me, but 63,000 bands? The reason this is a big deal is because this is money that has not had any taxes taken out of it. So this company just told the IRS that they paid me $63,000 that I now have to pay self-employment taxes on. That's going to be somewhere in the ballpark of $20,000 plus dollars. I'm actually going to be sick. I was already stressed about my taxes because I did make a good chunk of change on social media last year. And I was so excited about it because I was like, finally, like, I'm almost there. Like, if I just work a little bit harder, 2024 is going to be my year. I'm going to go full time. But I knew I had to pay taxes on that money. And I already started.
Oh, I got a young lady that said something interesting. What'd she say? I don't think it's that a man's afraid to open up and cry. He can open up and cry and be vulnerable to you, right? But what he can't do is place his burdens of what life is going through. Nothing is wrong with you wanting that, but you have to understand that men should not rely on their woman to help them solve their problems. Yes, they can have emotional moments. Yes, they can grieve. Yes, they can be open and vulnerable, but they cannot lose their masculine frame. He got to stay strong. He got to be the leader. And he also has to lead the family. You and him are a nuclear family once y'all become one. I'm assuming you're talking about your husband, not just a boyfriend. If that is your husband, he can't see, he can grieve, he can process his feelings, but his focus needs to be on how am I going to guide the family past this? My 2 cents. Doesn't mean it's black and white. Doesn't mean it's law. I'm just giving you a different perspective.
In my taxes, and the number is already making me sick. And now I'm going to go bankrupt. Texted my friend who was also in this program, and she said she didn't receive her 1099 yet. So I am just hoping and praying that this is a mistake and I was mixed up with an employee or something, because the worst part is I haven't even been paid a penny by this company yet.
Most people don't realize when you receive incentive gifts, I want you to understand nothing is free. So when they're giving you something, they are loosening a burden from you. In business, ladies and gentlemen, business 101. I want everybody to read a book if you can. Let me type it in the comments. This will teach you the foundation. How to learn finance. Excuse my spelling. It's an incredible book on Amazon. Cheap, affordable. If you have a business-related question and a how-to-do book, read this. The next thing you should learn is how to run a business. I don't want you to pay for a class. I want you to read it on your own. The reason why you will virtually have to shift your mind in how to understand something new. That's all I'm saying. I think her burden is very insightful, but what it lets me know is that people do not understand. Nothing is free. Nothing is free. Everything is to gain a sale, to move a sale, or to close a sale. Everything in a corporation is to gain a sale, to move a sale, or to close a sale. Everything is about sales, keeping shipment lines open, keeping them business lines flowing. Everything is about that.
You can get paid like 30, 60, 90 days after you finish a collaboration. That's 2024 money, baby. I should not even have a 1099 because I did not see any money from you in 2023. Everyone just please send me good vibes. Please send me good vibes that this is a mistake and that they will issue me a corrected.
No, they won't issue a correction. You need to ask for an itemized invoice, but in all actuality, you will have to comp on that tax burden. You may be able to alleviate some burdens from it, but you will have to compensate for them. You will also have to pay attorney and legal fees. So in my opinion, you kind of took an L, but you got to learn from that. That's all I'm saying. You got to learn from it. What she said. I'm going to get the books I didn't have tax take out of my last year job. Yeah, you should. You should know. I'm not expecting you to be an expert, ladies and gentlemen. What I want you to do is to learn the foundational pieces. Remember, you don't need to be an expert in everything, but you need to learn the lingo. You need to learn the terminologies. You need to learn what they stand for. Once you learn those basic understandings, then you can grow. Then you can continue to learn. Then you can continue to grow in your development process. Don't try to be an expert. To hire experts to handle technical problems is the goal. But what you need to learn is the foundation steps. Learn the foundation points, learn what they mean, and learn how they operate and how they work. Let's keep going. So now I think it's very good how we got to speak about things that affect us all, right? And I think this video, see if I can try to find it right quick, was actually very funny. Oh, if you did not know, Miss Crowder got therapy service. Let me show y'all. Hold on. If you need a therapist, holler at her. The best in the state of Texas. Screenshot it, Instagram it, DM it. Dr. Best therapist in Texas. Free pub. Hit the link. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Get it. The best therapist in Texas. So this is another interesting thing that you got to remember, y'all. When you begin to grow in your career, you begin to develop, right? And you start to have business and other related questions. What you don't equate for is when you start to have problems internally. And the one thing I love to do on my TikTok channel, y'all, is to talk about problems internally that you may have to deal with. So when I see incredible videos of things that resonate with me, I love to share it. So I saw a video of a lady talking about a sibling. I want you to see.
It comes from the parents. The parents keep that going on. If they're toxic, they'll turn the siblings against each other. The home is dysfunctional. Nobody is really happy. But that happens in a dysfunctional house, especially if a narcissist is present, because the narcissist is demonic. It's a demonic energy. So, of course, it's going to be chaos in the family. That's what the narcissist wants. Everywhere the narcissist goes, it's going to be chaos because it's an evil demonic spirit. So this causes the siblings to grow up not liking each other, just fighting. It comes from the parents. It's from your parental figures who set that in motion. It wasn't a loving atmosphere that you grew up in. Love your siblings, but many times if they're toxic, you have to love them from afar. afar. You just don't be with them all the time. Love them from afar. Send them good wishes. Send them positive thinking. Send them love from afar. Protect yourself. Love you.
Like the channel too, y'all. Comment, like, and subscribe. If you ain't like the videos and what you saying, please hit the like button. I'm trying to get the thing up there so I can get my own self going into. Like it, subscribe too. Shout out to your boy. Let me keep the video content going. Let's keep it.
God can't trust a woman to lead nothing. Because when her emotions get involved, homie, her logic goes out the window. And she's loyal to her emotions. She's not loyal to what's right. She's not loyal to her man. She's not loyal.
I didn't. That video was good. That wasn't where I was trying to go. I want to see that Miles Monroe one. Hold on. Fair use. Going to it, y'all. Charleston White took a left. I don't remember I even watched that one. It was good, though. Let me go into this Miles Monroe video. What I want you to do, y'all, is when I see content that is very moving, here we go. It's very open. I want you to watch.
Let me talk a little bit about leadership attitude. First of all, leadership is not about controlling people. It's about service. Secondly, leadership is not about power. It's about empowering people. You know, so many people, you know, they're looking for power. They are not leaders. They are immature, insecure parasites. They are sucking on other people's fears.
That's a fact. I'm going to tell you something, y'all. In a leadership conversation with people, you hear why you have to have uncomfortable conversations with people. If you have to have an uncomfortable conversation with people and you're afraid to do that, it will hurt you long term. It will. One word that I love to say all the time, before it's conflict resolution. If you're not afraid to have conflict, how are you going to resolve anything? Let me say it again. If you are afraid to have conflict and uncomfortable conversation, how will you resolve anything? As a person, as a man or a woman, you have to get used to having uncomfortable conversations, y'all. Let's keep watching the video.
Manipulating other people's fears to make themselves strong. They manipulate to control. These are not leaders. They are leeches. Suck your blood to make themselves strong. Leaders empower people. Some of you wondering, how can Dr. Monroe ordain 40 people? I'm excited. Why? I'm making my job easier. I'm empowering people. That's my job. I told you all and those who are in membership class, remember this. My vision is a church of 3,000 leaders, not 3,000 followers. It's not about getting power.
And I'm going to tell you why that's uncomfortable, y'all, for most people. Because if you have people that have leadership abilities, they're going to ask questions. They're going to demand results. And people that are not focused enough to want to push people get uncomfortable about it. You have to be uncomfortable with promoting your people and wanting to be better than you. And if you're not willing to do that, leadership ain't for you. It ain't. Let's let Dr. Miles Monroe cook. Love this brother.
Power, it's about empowering other people. Leadership is not about manipulation. It's about inspiration. True leaders don't manipulate people. They inspire people. They cause people to believe in themselves. They cause people to believe nothing is impossible. Could you imagine Jesus telling 3 men from a family island settlement called Galilee that nothing is impossible if you believe it? That's what he taught in his classes to country people. He was telling these people who grew up in a hick town, he says, go into all the world. He believed they could. He violated their educational limitations. He ignored their culture and their religious upbringing. He defied what their parents told them. He said, you go into all the world and take my product. What you have is a world-class product, and you are a world-class salesman. He was giving them such big dreams. He inspired them to believe. That's what leaders do. Leadership is not about people. It's about purpose. Let me explain this one. Leadership is about finding and pursuing your purpose, not finding and pursuing people. People will be attracted to a person who is pursuing their purpose. So a leader doesn't look for followers. They're too big.
Man, I think that's such a powerful statement. And I think that goes outside of just business, y'all. As a man, if you're on your purpose-driven journey, women will be attracted to you.
God can't trust a woman to lead nothing. Because when her emotions get involved, homie, her logic goes out the window.
As a man, if you are on a journey of self-improvement, learning yourself, becoming a better person, you have to get women away from you. As a happily guy, you know how many women I got to push away? Tell them, nah, I'm good. I'm spoken for them in a happy committed relationship. You got to do it all the time. Why? Because I'm happy, I'm committed, I'm consistent, and I have my focus on what I'm trying to do. Once you hit that level as a man inside of your life, you will begin to see a development happen. Trust me. So when you see yourself start to improve, to grow, to think, to learn, you won't have to say anything about those, y'all. It will just happen to you. And when those things start to happen, that's when you start to learn. That's when you start to learn. That's when you start to improve. That's when you start to see things get better in your personal life. The reason why I say all that, because my ultimate goal too is to get here, y'all. Not just to the money, but one of my goals was to become a YouTube partner, right? Oh, hold on. She going back to the video we just watched, y'all. TikTok slow. That's why I gotta update my technology too, y'all. I really understand. My technology is kind of trash. I'm on a MacBook, but I need to get a new one. I need to get a Pro. That's my next vision. You know what I mean? I'm gonna update that. So my thing now is to get to all of this, y'all, because I've only been doing this for maybe a year. He said polygamy, bro. Man, whatever flows your boat, man. I'm not gonna tell you one thing. I don't think I am, y'all, like most people. I don't care what you do. Whatever your lifestyle is, live it. Just don't make decisions outside of your household. That's the main problem people have. If you choose to live a polygamous lifestyle, bro, have at it. Be the happiest, most polygamous man you could be. That's not my business. Just don't influence others to attribute to your lifestyle the way you're living. You follow me? If you choose to be that way, that's your lifestyle. Salute. Keep it private. Keep it what you're happy with. I'm cool. I don't push my belief system, my thought processes on anybody. I always just ask everyone, do the same. So if you're polygamy, if you're whatever, I don't care. Just be mindful. That is your personal experience. Religion, sexual orientation, politics. You can discuss from a statement point of view, but you cannot tell someone what they should be. And I understand that. I can discuss all of those subjects. I can, but I can't tell you the way I choose to live my life is the right way, because it's not for everybody. That's okay. And that's okay. That's the point that we got to get to as people. The way you want to live your life is cool. That don't mean I got to. Right? That's the only problem I see with a lot of people. People don't know how to say, if that's your lifestyle, why do I have to live it? If that's the way you choose to live your moments, that's the way you choose to live. And that's okay. I say all that to say is because this video right here hopefully pops up.
People only root for people who don't need it. The amount of times when I was on my lonely path where I was too different from the friends that I had, but not successful enough to be friends with the people that I wanted to be friends with. That's when you want people to root for you. That's when you want people to support you. Once you've already won, people are like, he's amazing, he's so good. But like, that's the time when you need it the least. And so you always have to be the person who roots for you before everyone else does. And it's usually a single clap in the auditorium for a very long period of time. It is a slow clap that's just you rooting for you. And that visual, I think, is one that you can kind of take, because people struggle to do things alone. And the path of the exceptional person is one of an exception, which means that you are not with other people. And rather than fighting that or bemoaning it, see it as an indicator that you're on the right path. Because if everyone else were cheering you on, then it means you're not in the right place, because it means you're just like everyone else, and that's not where you want to be.
Man, that's a mouthful right there. And I love why he said that. Number one, y'all. I think it goes really into deep. Again, like the channel, y'all, comment, subscribe. Is that you have to understand your path is yours, ladies and gentlemen. Your path, your journey, your story, which way you are going is yours and yours alone. And once you wrap your mind around that and you learn that you operate from that type of living and lifestyle, you begin to be better. The path of content creation is lonely. The path of doing things as a father, as a husband, as a brother, as a son, as a cousin can be lonely, but it's rewarding. And I want everybody to learn it is your job and solely your responsibility to make something out of yourself. The reason why I got inspired to do these lives on Sundays outside of my YouTube thing is that I always wanted to have another way to make money, of course. And I also want to be another way to share my information. A lot of my resources I do love to share to other men because nobody has the guiding tools. Now, I'm not doing it just to make money. I'm doing it because I love doing it. I'm doing it because I want to be helpful. And I truly believe once you help people, everything else will follow. So as we get to that point that is coming to the end of this live, it's the first one in a minute. Let's wrap up what we learned today. Dating can be hard if you're not appreciative. Sports channels can be rough if you ain't in tune. But the current opinion you should have about your life and your relationship is truly your own. Today's live was impromptu. I'm going to get back to the schedule running team, man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and catching it live on Sunday with your gracious host, King Crowder. I hope we continue to grow together. I hope our subjects continue to get better. Our content continue to improve. And most importantly, I want you to remember something, y'all, that I give to all my fans. Sunday is the first day of the week if you did not know. Sunday is a day of reflection, quiet time, mentally refocus, and rejuvenate. I personally believe in, y'all, 6 days labor, 1 day rest. So from Monday to Saturday, you should be working. You should be working. Sunday is when we refocus, retool, look back, and relax. So while you have this work week ahead of you, retool, relax, and refocus, y'all. Know that what you got coming up is truly yours. So smile, plan accordingly, move accordingly, and take this time to be better for yourself. So as we conclude, thank you again for joining Crowder Game, baby. King Crowder channel. I want to thank everybody who tuned in today. I love you. I hope you will know to stay dangerous. Have a phenomenal work week. Meet those appointments. Make more money than you ever had. Stay more blessed than you ever been. Continue to smile. Continue to celebrate. Continue to do your best purpose. And remember, we only go around this journey once. Learn. Listen. Smile. And enjoy yourself, baby. Until next time, it's your boy, King Crowder. Check him back in. Oh, I almost forgot. Week after next, I will be traveling to go back home, so we probably will have this show on the road. My first vacation since 2022. Yeah, I believe that. I've been in the lab. I've been grinding. I've been working. So, all my new watchers and subscribers today, please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Share the information. Hopefully, it was helpful to you. Hopefully, you learned something. If not, if it was trash, tell me. Man, the audio was trash. The visuals need work. I'm a man. I want to hear it. Good, bad, or indifference. Let your boy know. Until next time, take care of your family. Take care of your people. Love, smile, work hard, and know it's a blessing to be here. It's a blessing to be here. Enjoy life every day, baby. Until next time, it's your boy. Hey.